Hello everyone. So for this video, I'm going to give a quick demonstration on how to use the data analysis tool pack that you add in and look at just descriptives as a whole. It gives you this option so you don't have to go in and calculate the mean, median, and mode on your own, standard deviation, variance, or anything with that, the range. There is a function within the data tab already that lets you go ahead and look at it. If you already pulled up, you can see Descriptive Statistics. So it will run those for you. Before I delve into that, the data set you see in front of you, as you can see at the top, is a COVID data set. And let me bring this over. I downloaded it from the Johns Hopkins dashboard. If you're interested in this and want to play around with the data yourself, they make it super easy through their GitHub page. The data set that I grabbed was for October 17th. But here you can see all of their data sources where it's being pulled from, their archived data. To me, this is great. I've used it a few different times just to pull data and see what it looks like to map it myself for different projects and everything. So if you go into it, you can see the daily reports. And this is what I got into when I pulled this out. And I went down to, now it's a bit updated more, the CSV file here. Obviously, you can see all the data within it, but it gives you an idea of what's going on within the daily reports themselves. This is what you can export out and use in a multitude of softwares. Here we're going to use it in Excel. So I already did that and I cleaned it up a little bit just for the sake of the demonstration video. And I limited it to primarily to the US, continental US, no. Well, I do have Hawaii and Alaska, but I got rid of the territories, a couple cruise ships, and a couple random ones that I saw when I gave it a quick look through itself. But if you're interested in the table of contents, and this is always important to understand the data that you're looking at. So ours, and what I'm going to look up today, is I'm going to use the case fatality ratio as a demonstration. So here we have the number of recorded deaths versus the number of cases. So you have a ratio there. Homework assignment that I'm using with a similar data set using the incident rate ratio here. So cases per 100,000 persons per county. For this demonstration, we're just going to get into the case fatality ratio. So the number of deaths to the number of cases taken into account, that itself, to get a ratio. All right. So here we go. Get that out of the way. As I said, I limited this and I renamed a couple of the headers at the top. So if you do download it, you'll notice some changes. Like I said, I did a quick cleanup. There might be a couple counties in here that if I went through more thoroughly, I would kick out or don't fit. But right now for this demonstration, it will work fine. So here we have our data set in front of us. Typically, we could go in and calculate a formula itself and identify, say we wanted the average. We did the mean that way. So we can do this to get all of our different descriptive statistics and calculate each one that way. Or in the data analysis add-in, it gives us a nice option. It takes away a lot of the going through each formula, typing it in, getting the data set or the same data that we need for it. So if we highlight everything, hit data analysis, hit descriptives, you see here that you have an input range. So we're just interested in what variable do we want to look at. So for this one, I am interested in the case fatality ratio. So again, I'm going to highlight all of that. And then it actually didn't go all the way down because there's a blank one for Eureka, Nevada. So I'm going to come all the way to the bottom and pull up just to make sure I have everything that I need in here. All right, so you see here it goes down to 3,124 row-wise. We do have a label on our first row. Output range. Again, I'm going to keep it on the same sheet, so I'm just going to put it to the right of this. And then you're going to tell what you want to look up. So for us, we're interested in summary statistics. That's our descriptive statistics. We want to describe our data itself. So hit OK, and that's going to generate our case fatality ratio. That's our variable, the descriptive statistics of that one. So we get the average, our standard error around that, with the median, mode, our standard deviation, sample, our skew and kurtosis, our range, min-max, the sum, and the count overall. So these are the basic information. We've gone over the interpretation of these in multiple videos, so this just gives you an idea. Here, if we're looking at the mean, the average county has about 2 deaths itself, so keep in mind it's the ratio. So 2% of the cases have a fatality. So keep in mind, even when we get to the range, the maximum goes up to about 28-29% of them. And again, since we're in Excel, you can sort by the number itself to see which one is the high one, the low one. You can get into some conditional formatting to select in certain ranges in that. So again, this is just a quick video. If you didn't want to go in and calculate the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, the variance, skew kurtosis, all of these itself, these are what's described as our descriptive statistics. Typically, what people look over before running more analyses, more stringent advanced statistics itself. These let us know information, the descriptives about a variable itself. So if there are questions, please reach out. I highly recommend just playing around with the COVID data given how much is out there and it's a pandemic that's still ongoing. Thanks.